Respondus LockDown Browser is a proctoring tool that online instructors and those giving tests through Canvas, either in the physical classroom or the KCC Testing Center, can use to help limit students' ability to cheat while taking online exams. No proctoring service is foolproof, but this tool can help to improve the academic integrity of your online testing environment. Let's take a look at how to set it up in Canvas. First, check to see that Respondus LockDown Browser appears in the course navigation menu for the class where you wish to use it. If it doesn't, you can easily add it by scrolling down to Settings and then clicking on the Navigation tab at the top of the screen. If you need more detailed instructions, we have a complete video on editing the course navigation menu, which I'll link to in the video description. Next, you need to create your quiz. This can be done using either the Classic Quiz or the New Quiz function in Canvas. Create and save your quiz as normal. After you have created and saved your quiz, it is time to connect it to Respondus LockDown Browser. Click on the Respondus LockDown Browser link in your course navigation menu. After the Respondus tool loads, you will see all of the quizzes in your Canvas course listed on the Respondus dashboard. Locate the quiz that you'd like to apply Respondus to and click on the V-shaped down arrow symbol to its left. Click on Settings in the drop-down menu that appears. Click the radio button next to Require LockDown Browser for this exam. At this point, additional options will appear. If you wish, you may set a password for the exam under Password Settings. There are other options you may want to consider located under Advanced Settings. To learn more about each of these features, click on the bracketed Explain link next to each option. Next, you will see the option of choosing whether or not to use Respondus Monitor, which is an automatic video proctoring service. If you are giving your test in the physical classroom or at the KCC Testing Center, Respondus Monitor is not necessary. However, you may wish to use Monitor to monitor students who are taking the exam in an unsupervised location, such as their home. If you do, click the radio button next to Require Respondus Monitor. At this point, decide which type of monitoring you wish to choose: webcam only, computer screen only, or both webcam and screen. Select which items you wish to have occur in the testing startup sequence. Then, press the Save and Close button. From the instructor's perspective, everything is now set up. The thing about Respondus LockDown Browser is that it is actually a browser. Think of it as an alternative to Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. This browser works by locking down the user into one location, the quiz in Canvas, and preventing them from accessing other websites such as Google, ChatGPT, email, and so on. Your students will need to have the LockDown browser installed on the device they are using to take their tests. We recommend doing a Respondus practice quiz with your students before they are required to use it for a real test in order to make sure that any problems are ironed out. As I said, the LockDown browser will need to be installed on the student's computer before they can take any test which requires it. Most computers here at KCC already have the LockDown browser installed on them. However, as it's always possible that a computer has missed its LockDown browser installation, and since this will require assistance from IS, you should definitely do a test run with your class. For students taking Canvas quizzes on their own computers, and please note, this tool does not work on phones or tablets, only laptops and desktops. The very first time a student opens a quiz that has been connected to the LockDown browser, a window with instructions for installing the browser will appear. Students will need to install the browser on their device before they can take the test. Double-click on the downloaded exe file and follow the instructions on your screen to install the browser. Once the browser has been installed, students will need to double-click on the Respondus icon on their computer to open the browser. It will force students to close any other browsers or programs that they have open, and it will take them directly into Canvas, where they can take their quiz. Okay, after I've installed LockDown Browser, I need to go ahead and open it up on my computer. It will automatically open up to my Canvas dashboard. At that point, you can navigate to the specific quiz that you need to take. So let's go ahead and open up the quiz. We're going to see about taking this one. And I'm going to click on Take the Quiz. And you notice it fills up the entire screen. So there is only one question here. This is just a fake quiz that I made for this video. But this is the only thing that's open, is this one tab in this one screen. I cannot use any other tool in my computer. In fact, I can't even use the video recording software that I normally use, which is why I'm filming it from a distance like this instead of doing a screen capture for you. So here we go. Let's answer the question and submit the quiz. Okay, now that I'm done with the quiz, I can go ahead and close LockDown Browser. Am I sure I want to exit? Absolutely. There we go. As students often have questions about how to use Respondus LockDown Browser, I've included 2 helpful links in the video description, which you can share with any students who may be feeling confused. After your students have taken a quiz using Respondus LockDown Browser, click on the Respondus link in the course navigation menu. Use the V-shaped down arrow to the left of the quiz name. This will open up a drop-down menu. Now in your menu, you will have class results and exam stats as options. Under class results, you will see how many students have completed the quiz and, if you enabled Respondus Monitor, if any students were flagged by the system for potential violations. Exam stats gives you just that, stats about the student's exams. Typically, the class results bar is the most useful of these tools, although results may vary based on your needs and settings. I hope you found this video on setting up and using Respondus LockDown Browser to be helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the CTL at ctlsupport@clametcc.edu, by phone at 541-880-2374, or just stop by Building 3, Room 350, and we'll be happy to help you out.